This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, Heather. Ho, there's Jeff Cutastrophe. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe on this date. And on this day, September the 6th, in the year 2004, I end up moving from Plattsville to Kitchener. Yeah, that's not a sporting event. Just wanted to get that up there. All right, so anyway, you see the picture. 2 years ago, in 2020, Novaks Djokovic got himself in trouble. Really got himself into trouble with an incident that was shocking and weird. Anyway, it's 2020. The year COVID ruined the Grand Slams, with Wimbledon not even attempting a rescheduling and the French Open being rescheduled for later in the year. The US Open ended up being the second major. Novak won the Australian Open. He was looking to go 2 for 2 in majors. He was ranked number 1, obviously. And Novak would first face Bosnian Deschamps, beating him in straight sets, facing the Brit Kyle Edmund in the second round. He dropped the first set, but he came up with 3 straight. In the third round, he would take on Struff from Germany, beat him in straight sets. So Novak looked pretty good. His next opponent was number 20, Paulo Carrera Busta. Carrera Busta, as of right now, as of this taping, trying to get into a good spot in the US Open. Carrera Busta had a tough time with Uchiyama of Japan, having to win the last 2 sets against him, defeating the wildcard American Kruger, and then sweeping Brankas from Lithuania. So Novak was facing Carrera Busta in the first set. Down 6-5. Novak made a very bad shot. With it now 6-5, Djokovic hit a ball towards the baseline in frustration. Unfortunately, it hit the lineswoman in the throat. It was amazing. Well, I don't know why Djokovic did that. Yeah, Djokovic did not think straight, but he also didn't aim for the lineswoman. It was just pure accident. Unfortunately, though, they figured there was no accident, or the ruling is that, you strike someone with a ball and all that, you're dead meat. You're defaulted. So unfortunately, despite Novak's pleas that he didn't do it on purpose, he was defaulted, aka disqualified. Djokovic had a 26-0 2020 season. Like, he had not lost a match in 2020. And he had a 29 match winning streak. And it would be broken because of this. It was not the smartest thing to do, but he still hurt a lineswoman. You can't do that. He became the first guy in 20 years to be defaulted, aka disqualified, from a major. It would be huge because that meant that there would be a first-time major finalist in the top half of the draw. And the funny thing is, it would be the first major since 2004 at the French Open that the semifinals would not have Djokovic, Federer, or Nadal in it. Which was shocking, the big three, in a sense. So that's what happened. For Carrera Busta said he probably did not deserve that win. Anyway, the rest of the tournament was like this. So with Carrera Busta's victory, he would face Canadian Denis Shapovalov. Denis Shapovalov fell off. He would face Shapo in the quarterfinals. The 12 seed versus the number 20 seed. So Shapo was hoping to give Canada a guy in the US Open semifinals for the first time. I don't know if Milos did it. I think he did. But unfortunately for Shapo, he lost in 5 sets. It was a good fight, but he failed. Ugh. Carrera Busta would face Alex Zverev, the number 5 seed from Germany. He had a 2-0 lead on him. And unfortunately, remember, men's is best of 5 sets. Zverev won the last 3 sets. So Carrera Busta almost got to the finals. Wow. In the other quarterfinals, it was the Battle of Russia as Medvedev, number 3, took on number 10, Rublev. Medvedev with the sweep. And Dominic Thiem, the number 2 seed from Austria, taking down number 21, Alex de Minaur of Australia in straight sets. Thiem would beat Medvedev in 3 straight sets to get to the final. So it was Zverev versus Thiem. And that final was a legendary final. Zverev won the first 2 sets 6-2, 6-4. But somehow, in some way, Thiem came all the way back, winning 6-4, 6-3, and then 7-6 in the tiebreaker. Thiem had lasted 5 hours on court. Zverev came back from 2 sets to make the final after the semifinals, but then he got that done to him too. He was cruising, but then he botched it. So Dominic Thiem wins the U.S. Open. Unfortunately for Djokovic, he would lose in the final of the rescheduled French Open to Rafa Nadal. So yeah, that loss sucked all the life out of Novak. And let's not forget that Novak could not defend the U.S. Open, cannot go to the U.S. Open this year because of him refusing to get vaccinated. Like, I understand, but I mean, you're trying to chase Rafa Nadal for most men's majors. And with the fact that Nadal could get to the U.S. Open final, it hasn't been set in stone yet. But, Djokovic could be the number 1 player of all time. And it looks like it'll be Rafa Nadal. And that's the way it's going to be. So sorry, Novak. No soup for you. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.